Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
This ain't no high school.
Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're able to locate Wilson.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
first and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They run with Dillon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Draw play, Dillon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48.
On 2nd down, Tua eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Bell. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. This is Ford. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His second touchdown. On the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. A slant to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. 38-24 was the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. 21-yard line. Comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Don't worry about
the second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
14. And the Titans first down.
Now Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
The 11-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
gain of 4. Brings
the Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tua Tagovailoa, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 25-yard. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
brings up 3rd down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow, and that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2nd and 3.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
51-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now Burrow on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 more yards.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.